Hello, Digidestined. This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you the fourth color of the series that I have been doing for 1.5. I have been bringing you 5 amazing deck profiles that kind of get you thinking what to do really with your decks to maybe push forwards, to break through your limits of knowing what to do with your decks or anything like that. Today's coverage has been green, and above you can see all my other links, and at the end of the video there's a link to the playlist of all of them. So if you want to keep checking them out, maybe you like another color, I'm giving like suggestions. I know these might not be like the optimally best decks in the world, or it's not true Champion Stevens decks, but again, these are just to help you guys get into the game, maybe for a reasonable price. Again, that's my goal. I want you guys to come in and enjoy yourselves, to be able to build a deck. Maybe you can't get all these expensive cards, but you have a budget where you can spend maybe $100, maybe $80. Well, here's a deck for you guys that can just get you there just to start off and just have fun with your friends. You don't have to be like this overly competitive, because if you know what your deck can do, you could win games without that. So guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Let me know down in the comments of how you've been liking the series. Just let me know. I mean, again, positive, negative, I will comment down below. That's one of the things I try to guarantee with my content, is that I will take the time and reply back. If you ever want to just message me directly through my Discord. Link to my Discord is down below. Just PM me and we can talk Digimon all you want. Anything that you want to do, we can do. So guys, remember to like, and let's dive in. So, showcase. So first off, let's talk about green. Wait a second. This is the one we're going to talk about. First deck list I'm going to bring you is the Argamon deck list. So Argamon is when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspend phase, gain 1 memory. Next, we do play Monomon. So if you attack one of your opponent's Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for the turn. Really good skill, especially when you have to attack into Digimon just to do their piercing. Goblinmon's in here because Goblinmon is a basic. Tentamon's in here because suspend one of our opponent's Digimon with 3000 or less DP, which are usually the rookies. Kind of can get a good 1 or 2 kills off that. Argamon because Argamon's still annoying. It's a cheap evolve. Agumon because it's plus 1000. And then we have one Terriermon in here because Terriermon can't make our opponent gain memory. Sometimes just having him out on the board is just enough pressure to stop blue players from getting their hammer sparks off, purple players getting their free just retire BS going, just ways to prevent memory game. Then we play 2 Ogremon for jamming because jamming is just fantastic. Then we have Woodmon because Woodmon's in here, he's our blocker. Again, also this deck will change up because of with the restrictions. We'll probably play more of the grade 2 Argamons, bring in more flower cannons, or bring in Mimis to compensate. Like, there's a lot of things we can do. Again, this is just pre ban list, restriction list, so again, we'll just play what we need to compensate. We have Kabutarimon, gets plus 1000 DP for every suspended Digimon. Then you have Gargomon because your turn, this Digimon gets plus 1000 for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon, especially since we will be suspending with Crestmon. Again, power stacks up quickly. Digizorption, which is pretty much when one of your Digimon digivolves into this card from hand, you may suspend one of your Digimon to reduce the memory cost of the Digievolution by 3. You could rest the same one, by the way. The only way you cannot do that is when you are using Digizorption to digivolve in your racing area. Racing area is unaffected by this. Then you have Rabbitmon. Your turn, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. Again, giving power-up bonuses and cool stuff. Then we have Blossomon because, again, Digizorption, really powerful skill. Being able to free Digivolve into Ultimate is just really good. Then we have Crestmon because Digizorption 3. You may do this, but once per turn, you may suspend when suspending Digimon for a Digisorption skill, you may suspend your opponent's Digimon instead, which is really nasty and it really annoys the opponents. Because the fact of the matter is, they can't do anything against that. Their Digimon becomes tapping, you just smack them for game. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, it does not unsuspend during your opponent's next turn. We have Mega Gargamon, because the fact of the matter is, it's just wicked good, very powerful. While your opponent has a suspended Digimon in play, this Digimon gains security +1. Really good skill. Again, having a Digimon then hitting for 2, again, all adds up because then we can suspend a blocker. Rabbitmon gives power, Gargamon gives power to him, and then he swings in for game. Then we have Bronco Stingmon, so piercing. So now we're taking advantage of the rested. When attacking, if you attack a Digimon that has 12,000 DP or more, this Digimon gains 7,000 and security +2. So he swings for 3 damage just because we're attacking one of our opponent's Digimon. And it's got to be 12,000. It can't be less than that because it won't activate. But being able to become a 16k DP and literally go like, nothing stops me, is nutty. That this card will win you games on his own because he'll take out 3 security and just not care. Then we have Flower Cannons because suspending one of our Digimon's blocker for Bronco Stingmon's punch is just really good. And then we do have Hidden Potentials discovered. The next time one of your green Digimon Digivolves, this turn you may suspend one of your Digimon to reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 5. So a free pretty much Digivolve into Crestmon for nothing. I mean, what were you thinking, Midnight? Luckily, we will be dropping these down to 1 and Argamon down to 1 just to make it fair. Again, I think that's quite fair, and I don't know how you guys feel about it. Let me know down in the comments. We do now, here is another version where we focus a little more on the download aspect, a little bit more. So Argamon, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspend phase, gain 1 memory. That's why we want to play it. We want to gain memory and just keep wailing on our opponent. If you attack one of your opponent's Digimon, this Digimon gets +1,000. We're only going to use that for Bronco Stingmon plays. Then we have Goblinmon. Tentomon's in here because suspending one of our opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP is really good. Argamon's in here, cheap evolution. Then we do have Agumon for 1,000 DP, so stacking in places we want. Woodmon is here for blockers. Again, will be swapped out or even just gaining in when we get the trial deck stuff. The trial deck stuff can just really push this deck over the top sometimes just because, hey, we have newer, cheaper costs on the grade 1 on our level 4s where they're pretty much 1 cost blocker evolves, which is really nice because, again, I think paying 2 just to be a blocker is a little ridiculous. Then we have Kabutarimon. This Digimon gets +1,000 for every suspended Digimon your opponent has, especially since we're going to be suspending a lot. We're going to be taking advantage of Kabutarimon's skill. Excuse me. Then we have Argamon for Digisorption 2. So, again, just because we're getting prepped and ready for when Argamon grade level 4 kind of 5 goes. So, Digisorption 3. Again, really good skills. We're just trying to get here. So you may play 1 level 3 green Digimon card from your hand suspended without paying its memory cost. Again, attacking Argamon. Argamon's nutty. Again, being able to play a rookie for nothing is dumb. Rabbitmon, this card gains 1,000 DP for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. Again, mixing with Kabutarimon just to go off. Then we have Blossomon because, again, Digisorption. Then we have Argamon for Digisorption 3. And for each of your other suspended Digimon, this Digimon gains security +1. So again, if we have a lot of rested Digimon, again, boom, Argamon, this will knock out securities as quickly as Bronco Stingmon, but not as effective. Crestmon is in here because, again, Chrysosmon is in here because, again, just retiring to Digizorb up is just ridiculous. Then we have Mega Gargamon because, again, suspending, it's pretty much Puppetmon plus a small gain with security. So, again, not a bad thing. And next, we do have Bronco Stingmon, piercing, and if you attack an opponent's Digimon, this Digimon gets plus 12,000 DP or more. This Digimon gets 7,000 DP, security plus 2, hitting for 3, hitting 6k. You know why he's in here. He's a 1k punch killer. Next, we do have Hidden Discovery because, again, Hidden Potential discovered is just there just to cheat in Crestmon or Argamon if we need him. And then we do play Mimi's in here because Mimi can just cheat out our multi-attack lines because, again, just Mimi's just broken. Mimi's ridiculous as a tamer, and people are just sleeping on it if they don't play her. Next is a more centric to Rosemon, Puppetmon play, where we're not really trying to do Argamon plays or Crestmon plays. We're kind of just trying to keep our opponent's board rested and just keep at it. So because Rosemon does have an English errata paired to its Japanese, it makes it kind of wonky to play against it because, again, in JP, we get to select. Rosemon in English still, if I could be wrong and you guys can bash me down below, that Rosemon is still suspend target your opponent chooses. So again, it makes it really bad for us. We do have Argamon in here because, again, Argamon is still gain a memory and being able to play cheaper cost is really good. Goblinmon, Tentamon, Argamon, Terriermon, Woodmon, Kabutarimon, of course, is in here because plus 1,000 DP, of course. And then we have Argamon. And then we do play Digitamamon just so this is going to be like for more or less when we get the restriction, because Digitamamon can do the same as whatchamacallit, Argamon. Of course, giving our opponent 3 DP sucks, but again, Digitamamon is equal to a free pretty much play him. Then we have Rabbitmon. This Digimon gets plus 1,000 DB for each opponent's suspended Digimon. Then we have Blossomon. Then we have Rosemon. Like I said, when your opponent's Digimon attacks a player, if this Digimon is suspended, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Again, Rosemon's in here just to slow our opponent down a massive amount of times. Then we have Puppetmon. And then Mega Gargamon. Oh, let me talk. Puppetmon is basically hard place, and then you gain memory just because when he attacks, which you take advantage of. And Bronco Stingmon's in here, Flower Cannons. Again, suspending your opponent's Digimon. And Mimi is in here because Mimi loves to be Mimi. Like, we love Mimi in green. So next is another kind of weird, janky build that is going to be quite interesting, and you could see probably topping the events this coming weekend. So, and then don't quote me because, again, this video is in the past and the event I'm talking about is past. So definitely check the date. If it says 3/10/2021 and it's past this date, you're kind of past your weekend. You have Argamon in here. Then we have Tentamon because if you Digivolve this turn, we gain 1,000. So we're taking advantage of that. Goblinmon. Then we have Palmon. Reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck, add 1 level 4 among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck. Just in there just to filter and trying to like speed up process. Then we have Argamon, Terriermon, Ogremon with jamming because, again, we do play Imperial Dramon. Then we have Vegemon, Kabutarimon, Stingmon. So when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, survives, gain +1 memory. Then we have Argamon and Blossomon as our ultimates because they're free plays, and then we can just slam down Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode. When one of your Imperial Dramon or Nano-Beamon would Digivolve into this card, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2. Jamming, and when Digivolving, unsuspend all your Digimon with jamming. Very good skill. Very good skill, boys and girls. Unsuspend all your Digimon with jamming. So he restands, and congratulations, Ogremon restands and gets another swing at it. Digisorption 3 for Crestmon, just because, again, cheating in your Digisorptions for nothing by resting your opponent's Digimon and then swinging in afterwards. It's just really good. Then we have Omnimon, because Omnimon is just nuts. Imagine just swinging in with Imperialdramon twice and then slapping down on Omnimon just to make your opponent cringe. Then we have Flower Cannon, and then we do have Hidden Potential. So the next time one of your green Digimon Digivolves this turn, you may suspend one of your Digimon to reduce the memory cost of that Digivolution by 5. So this is why we are playing Imperial Dragon mode, because again, we could Blossomon or Argamon, then just straight up Hidden Potential, Digivolve into Imperial Dragon mode right off the bat, and then our opponent really can't do anything. Because again, now we do have Imperial Dragon mode out, and we're all ready for nothing on that costs us nothing to do, and our opponent really is going to cringe because they can't do anything. And the fun part is you can rest this Digimon and then play it over the top of it. And congratulations for Hidden Potential, he just restands with Dragon mode and just deal with it. I mean, there's not much you can do against it. And next, here comes like a budgety deck for you guys. It's like Dimension Scissors, just smack your opponent to death. So we have Tenamon, then we have Argamon, Goblinmon, Argamon, Agumon, Vegemon, Woodmon, Kabutarimon, Togemon's in here, just a real 3 cards for the top of your deck. Add a level 5 or higher Digimon card among them. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, which is really nice. Then we have our cheating system, basically free play whatever the heck we want. Titanmon. Then we have Grand Kuwagamon with piercing, so we deal damage. Then we do have Puppetmon just to rest our opponent's Digimon and hold them back. We do play Flower Cannons just to rest our opponent's Digimon, and Dimensional Scissors are in here just to restand pretty much finite, infinite times. And Grand Kuwagamon just keeps swinging. And then we have Mimi, because Mimi is Mimi. So guys, I definitely hope you enjoyed this green deck profiles. I know they're not completely top tier decks that I mentioned, but again, I enjoy making this little series for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed purple. Tomorrow on Friday we will be doing our red deck, so our red decks will be really fun because red is my favorite, and I figured why not cap it all off with red. So, and then Saturday we will be having multicolor decks, so I'm going to show you what multicolors you can play in 1.5. That'll be really good. That does include Rookie Rush and Mega Zoo, so those are 2 will be infinitely times in that setup, so you guys can check out what 1.5 of those 2 versions come out to be, and then we'll have 3 surprise techs in that. So guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.